All right, Atlanta's creative future isn't just being imagined, it's being reimagined. In a Reynoldstown studio, buzzing with young filmmakers and storytellers, a local nonprofit is helping students to turn their dreams into digital reality. Let's talk more about how Reimagine ATL is keeping creativity alive and what's next for its mission to open doors for young talent with the executive director, Jessie Sparrow. How you doing?
I'm well. Thank you for having me. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, Jessie. We for people that may not have heard of your group, right? Talk to us what it's all about.
Yeah, so we are an education and workforce development nonprofit. We work with youth all over Metro Atlanta to do career exposure, training, and placement for their chosen careers in film and digital media.
When you look at students that pick up cameras for the first time, what transformation do you hope to see by the time they finish the program?
Yeah, well, we really want to set folks up to enter the workforce, whether that is preparing them at a young age, that career exposure, learning what opportunities there are for different careers, and learning, just the basic ins and outs of using a camera and creating a project on their own and inspiring that spark. And then working with those 16 to 24-year-olds, making sure that they're ready to step on a professional set or move into social media management, something of that nature. So by the time students are finished with us, they're really ready to step into the workforce.
Is that how the success is measured, by them being in your program and actually getting jobs?
Exactly. That's one of our success measures.
Yeah. The Atlanta film and entertainment scene still remains strong here, but often the access for opportunities isn't as equal, right? How does Reimagine help bridge that gap?
Yeah, definitely. So we work to break down the traditional barriers of entry. Traditionally, those barriers have been high, and there are so many creators who maybe just don't have access to the equipment. Maybe they're struggling with transportation. They might have come up through the foster care system. And so we're working not just with those technical skills, but training folks on entrepreneurial skills, working with all kinds of partners all over Atlanta to provide wraparound supportive service. So whether that's someone needs assistance with mental wellness, they need access to a computer because they've never had one, we work to fill those gaps.
Yeah. Funding cuts are at the top of the headlines these days. What's at stake for organizations like yours if you can't sustain these programs?
Well, for us, it's all about Georgia's economic development. And if we are not the ones putting folks into careers, and if we're not the ones cultivating those creative leaders of the future, then who's going to be doing it? And so it's not only Reimagine working on its own, but we partner with school districts throughout Atlanta, after school centers, really making sure that we're targeting Atlanta youth all around. And we've been hit as well, just like everyone. So we're trying to be creative and thinking outside of the film and media sector. For instance, sports is not just about the game. There's a whole production.
That's absolutely right. You talked about the future. Where do you see, or where do you picture Atlanta's creative scene 10 years from now, and how will your fingerprint be on it, Reimagine's fingerprint be on that future?
Yeah, well, I'm hoping we'll expand and we'll be working statewide and not just in Metro Atlanta. I think our creatives here in Atlanta and in Georgia are still strong. We're coming together as a community. I think we'll see a lot more independent films coming out and seeing a change from, creating things strictly through the traditional platforms, but finding our own platforms. So for instance, we're partnering with Align TV. They have a new streaming platform that's similar to Tubi, and they're really promoting those Black creators, not just in front of the camera, but the ones who are creating the work, they're producing it, directing it.
Jessie, I got 30 seconds left. How does somebody out there watching it get involved with what you're doing? How do they find you?
Oh yeah, it's simple. Our website is https reimagine.com, atl.com. So it's just reimagineatl.com, and you can find us. You can donate. You can see how to get involved if you're a student or a professional.
There you go, Jessie Sparrow. Thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate what you're doing for our community.
Thank you.
All right, take care. Another look at